2019, we partnered with MassBay Community College to create the state's first ever intensive course focused on music technology, entrepreneurship, and the copyright economy. What that entailed was inviting students to think about all of the brands that they love, whether it's food that they eat or shoes that they wear, thinking about all of the products and thinking about the ways that products are sold and connecting that to sound. So throughout the course, students learned about various aspects of entrepreneurship and specifically music technology, with the end result being a final project that had them prepare music for a client. So they received a client brief and they received very specific instructions about what the client was looking for. And then they had to create music for those clients. And so they had to sell things like a championship city. They had to sell things like a club experience. They had to sell all different types of products and experiences using nothing but music. And they had to create that music from scratch.
I was pretty nervous when I first started the class. I guess I just never really had a lot of, I never really had a lot of experience in beat making or music. I liked listening to it, but it wasn't a strong passion of mine.
We took a couple field trips, which was cool. We went to the Beat Lab and then we went to the studio, made some connections, and can always go back to those places, which is cool. And yeah, I just learned a lot about how things work.
This class taught me a lot of teamwork. It improved my communication skills, and I'm pretty grateful about it.
I think the best thing to use this class to apply in life is to say, like, just own your beat, just owning your work and just standing by and having the confidence.
And it helps you to have another perspective on how musicians like do their work and how the business market works, the music industry works, so like and how everything else like gets together to form one part, and that could help us later in our lives.
This isn't innovation. It's an experiment. We're trying something new. It brings together music and entrepreneurship and helping students find their own rhythm, their own beat, and finding out how to market it. We're doing something different because we realize that the students of today are not the students of yesterday. They have different interests, different concerns, and different aspirations. What they have in common with all the students of the past is that they're looking to MassBay or other community colleges to get ahead. So we have to keep up with changing times and changing student interests. So this course was invented to appeal to students who want to try something different and move their careers forward as entrepreneurs in the music industry.
The experience with the class has been great as far as learning the entrepreneurship aspects of it. So that's worked out well with the students. They're actually learning the marketing components of the business, as well as the industry players that the Thursday classes have been teaching. So they're actually getting a good dose of not only entrepreneurship, but actually how the process of constructing this music is delivered into the marketplace. So I think that's been more valuable for the students.
So if you guys ever want to record music, that means vocals, record guitar riffs, record any instrument, live instrumentation, even if you didn't have a full-blown studio, digital audio workstations, they're all in one area, in one program. I use Logic. This man here uses Reason. It's like a blank canvas where you can create music, create beats, and create full-blown sessions. And a lot of the music that we listen to, if not all the music we listen to, originally kind of comes through a DAW at one point in time, especially with technology in this day and age. So the DAW that we're working with, the digital audio workstation, that's DAW, is Beatmaker 3. So once again, Jennifer, what's a DAW?
Digital audio workstation.
And what can you do with a DAW?
Make beats and mix beats.
Huh?
Make beats and mix beats.
Awesome. So what I'm going to end up doing is we're going to play a little Keep It or Cut It. I really want to see how everybody's ears are tuned. I just want to say this. Do not be afraid of voicing your opinion, even though you might be wrong. Even though you might be right. It's okay to disagree. It is completely okay. I just want to open up your ears, open up your minds, and just feel free to talk.
When MassBay and Dr. Moore in particular approached us about taking the work that Beat Academy does and connecting it to their interest in entrepreneurship, it was really important and remains really important to Beat Academy's work that we do it in a way that is responsive to the local and organic music community. I was fortunate enough to work with 3 really talented producers from the local Boston community who are also entrepreneurs in their own right, AV, Loopz, and Merren. And together we figured out how we could bring Beat Academy's work to the local Boston community in ways that resonate with MassBay students.
My thoughts before the class were that I wasn't sure how many people would be interested, but it seems like we're getting a lot of interest from different students. Primarily, sometimes when you think about beat making, you think hip hop, but we have kids in the class that are from different walks of life. They listen to different types of music, so that was pretty interesting to see and hear. I feel like the class is going really well. I feel like everybody's learning pretty fast. Everybody's catching on. I feel like we're doing a great job as teachers, honestly. This is our first time doing this, teaching a class full of students, so it feels great. So far, the class has been going great. The students are super receptive. I've been seeing them make progress because we have a wide range. Like, we have some people who've never touched any beat making app before, and then we have some that have a little bit of experience with music. But to see everybody like collaborating and actually enjoying it, it's dope. It's rewarding. It's been really dope so far.
We're both getting ready to do our final presentations for our class. I guess the whole class was part of the process, but creating the beats, learning how to use the dog for me. I had never used one before. Creating the beats, just kind of trying it out and seeing what sounded good and how to work everything.
We actually met up outside of class a couple of times, just like work on our stuff, work on the beats, work on the presentation, and try to create like a cohesive thing with each other.
You made it. This is the last class. Congratulations. Give yourselves a round of applause. Something to celebrate. We're not evaluating you based on how perfect your music sounds. It's about the kind of effort that we hear you putting into the work that you're making, right? And that's why the presentation piece is important, because music by itself is not enough, right? We want to hear also kind of what went into the production process or how you're going to bring your project to life beyond just the music, okay? So know that we are not looking for perfection. We are looking for you. We're looking for your genuine effort and creativity and the way that you share that with us in your presentations this evening.
Oh yeah, and so we have 2 beats for you guys today. There's one which is the beat that we have over the commercial, and there's a different radio one, but let's start with the commercial one.
Beat number 1, the requirement for it was 30 seconds of high energy music before the drums were introduced, minute 30 in length, and this is a TV trailer. Learned a lot of things that I wasn't expecting to learn, like regarding like the entrepreneurship part of the music industry and like how you have to like market yourself and just a lot of things that like you don't think about as an artist. And like I consider myself like an artist. Like I write my own music, I perform, but I never think about the stuff that goes into, I don't know, furthering that. And this class is really interesting to learn about those things.
They told me a really fun way to do music, and yeah, well, I will keep trying. like improve my skills. Who knows in the future if I like make money out of it? Who knows? But yeah, I really enjoy it, and I will keep trying.
We learned a lot about business, and we learned about a specific product and like how to market that specific product. And so even if it's something you wouldn't actually be selling if you're a business student or just a student in general, you learn how to have confidence in yourself and pitch like whatever you're selling, and that's a valuable skill to have.
Ultimately, I mean, you have to pay attention to what's going on now, think forward, think about the future, and this is the future, you know, entrepreneurship. And it's not just about music, it's about technology, and it's just about innovation, and that's what the direction of everything is going towards. So it's about being a great thinker and innovating, and that's what this is all about.
What makes this class different is that one, you're getting information, thorough information, and it's interactive. In a lot of classes during like high school, college, sometimes you don't get both aspects. For me personally, I'm a hands-on learner, so that's very important. You can give me information all day, but if I'm not working hands-on with whatever it is, I'm not going to learn.
I would highly recommend they keep doing this because this will retain students, you know, and keep students interested and kind of break up the monotony of traditional classroom settings.
A lot of schools will offer like painting or like art, like that sort of art, drawing, painting, like physical like pictures and stuff like that, creating that, or photography, and those are valuable as well. But like music's so common nowadays, and this is something that people are interested in nowadays. A lot of people sell beats online. It's easier than it ever has been.
I would definitely recommend this class to anyone who is interested in music or not.
It's a great class to learn from. It's a great experience. You know, you got a lot of mentors and a lot of connections you can build through this class.
We never had like boring moments, and it was always like creative, and we always learned new stuff. Like if you take this class, you're gonna enjoy it.